Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. Today we have a brand new planner to explore that showed up on my porch. It is from Purple Trail Planners. Purple Trail is the name of the company. So I have not even opened it. You guys are going to get to see my first reaction because I like to do that for you in unboxings. All right, so let me show you my first reaction. I have just cut the tape and the box literally won't stay shut. Okay, I wanted to get the noisy paper out of there for you. So then it's wrapped in bubble wrap and it says Purple Trail made with love just for you. They have their big sticker on there. So now I'm going to open this. Okay, and it did come even wrapped in this plastic wrap to ensure even keeping it safer inside the bubble wrap. So I need to cut that off now. This little card just says, thank you for supporting our small business. And then on the back, it gives you a code for 10% off your next order plus free shipping on orders of $79 or more. So if you get a planner, you will be getting that in there too. Okay, this planner is a little bit smaller than your typical 7x9. It is 8, if you're just going on the pages, 8 by 6.5. Your pages are 8 by 6.5. They have some other sizes too, though. I'm going to do my research before we get into the planner. This is just my first reactions. So I'll tell you more about that after I go online and familiarize myself with it all. But I got to choose this cover and I loved it. I could have put my name or something down below it, but I just put 2018 on it. And I really love this cover. All right, guys, I will be back and we will go through this thing in detail. Okay, guys, now I have gotten to know this Purple Trail Planner, and I am going to walk you through it and tell you some stuff about their company. Okay, to start with, this planner is a 6x8. They do not make the standard 7x9 planners. So this is a 6x8, and in that way, it seems so much more portable. I can't explain it. I honestly, every time I have a teeny bit smaller planner like the 6x8, I always think it can't seem that much smaller than a 7x9, but it honestly does. So I have my ERIN CONDREN 7x9 up here, and so it doesn't look, that big of a difference, right? It really doesn't, page-wise. But I cannot tell you that how different it feels portability-wise. It just feels so much lighter, I think, because their paper is also weighs less because it feels like it weighs a lot less. But it just feels so much more portable. So if you are looking for a little bit smaller than a 7x9, something easier to throw in a bag, then this might be something you want to consider. So it's a 6x8. You're losing, an inch each way. So you are losing a full 2 inches on your page. This size is about $36.95, but it depends on what cover you're getting. They have many cover choices. Gold foil is more. They also have a hardcover choice. They have many choices. If you order their 8.5 by 11 planner, it is $46.95 right now. And I'm not sure if those are sale prices. It kind of looked like they were, but it wasn't clear on the website. So those may not be their standard everyday prices. But they have cover options. They have all kinds of different options for you. I got just the laminated cover, which is very hard. It's like an ERIN CONDREN. It's a very hard one. Yeah, I would even venture to say it might be even harder, but it's about the same. It's a laminated cover. I love this cover. I could have gotten my name on it, but I just got 2018 instead. I think I already said that. Sorry, guys. When I film these in 2 parts with the unboxing, and then I do all my research, and then I come back and film the planner, sometimes those things get repeated. All right. They also make, I just want to mention, many other different planners at Purple Trail. They make teacher planners. They make wedding planners. So check them out. And they have the 2 different sizes, 6x8 and 8.5 by 11. Their paper is amazing. I did a pen test for you guys. And you know what? I did not see what the paper weight was, but if I find that out, I will stick it in here on the screen for the video. I tested all my standard pens, Papermate Flare, Colored Papermate, Pilot Precise, Pentel Energel, some mild liners, Sharpie pen. So I put all these on here. And as you can see from looking right here, it is amazing. Like there really is not really even any ghosting. I mean, there's definitely no bleeding, but I wouldn't even call it any ghosting. So it really is amazing paper. Like I said, the smaller size, if you don't need those extra 2 inches of room on the page, the 6x8 really feels so, so light and portable. It's just probably, especially because there's not a hardcover, but they do have a choice to get a hardcover, just makes it even more, I don't know, lightweight and portable. So you can choose in their planners to get their colorful or their neutral. Those are your only 2 choices. I got colorful. So in colorful, there are no other choices. This is how your tabs look, okay? They're white with the color of the month on there. You have your contact page. Then you have your 2018 and 2019 holidays. This is a calendar year planner that I got from 2018, January to December, but they have the option of starting your planner any month you want. And you guys know I love that option. So in this one, they have all the major holidays in 2018 and 2019 outlined. They give you a 2018 calendar and then your 2019 calendar as well for your year at a glance. Then you have one little notes page and then you start right into January. The tabbed pages are very, very thick cardstock. They are hard and they're not going anywhere. They have a dot grid on them. So I would even say you could write or make notes about January right on here on this cardstock. It is not slick, so it will take pen well, or marker because it's plenty thick to use marker on. So I kind of love that aspect. That's kind of like a little extra. You can use the dot gridded pages and take notes there for the month. January is in navy blue color. And you also have the entire back of that cardstock page in that dot grid where you can take plenty of notes. I love that they didn't make it slick so that it will take to pen or marker well. So I like that option. Then for every month you have the same page. They give you a birthday slot for 4 birthdays and an event slot for 4 events. Then things to remember. And you have some lines down here. I like the font they used, and I like how it's just big and bold. And like I said, their paper feels amazing. It also takes pen really well, meaning it's not too slick and it does not smear while I'm writing. So it did really well with my pen test. Okay, their calendar for your month is your typical month your typical month calendar. It starts on a Sunday. So it's a Sunday start. The thing I would say is a little bit different than typical is that their number is in the bottom right-hand corner of the box. Usually, most of my planners, the number is at the top of the box. But that's not something so off. I mean, there are other planners that do that. It's just that it is a little bit different. I don't mind that at all personally. I might even like it better because then my events don't get, I can start right at the top with my events of the day and they don't get messed up with the number because I tend to not be able to write right at the top with the numbers that are on the top. Your holidays are marked in a very, very light gray, really tiny at the bottom of the day next to the number. So that's how your holidays look. Now your holidays are not noted on the weekly pages. So I want to make sure to mention that. They are on your monthly view and you do have that holiday list in the front, but they are not noted on your weekly pages. Then you have a little notes just lined with dotted lines here on the side of every month. Every month is given their own color, and I will flip through and show you that. So let me go to a page where I didn't do my pen test, and let's go over what I picked here for a weekly view. And in fact, since we've already seen the navy of January, let's go to February. So when a month ends, it ends right there, even if it's in the middle of a week. So this is something important to note. January ends on a Wednesday, on the 31st. They end you in the middle of the week. Then you have your February tab. You have your February birthdays and events page. Then you have your monthly view. And then you go into the week, and this is how they do it. Okay, every planner does this a little bit different. Purple Trail has this week blinked out. So you could either write in here if you want to see it all together, which is probably what I would do because I need to see my week all together. I would just write the January dates in there, and I would use this for my week. And so I would just basically block this out to make sure that I don't start forgetting to write events in places. I would block that out because I just can't use a week split up like that with like 4 pages in between. I would write my January dates here. So I like that they at least give you those blank open days as an option, and you can just write in your January dates and use that right there. February is this violet color, and that can give you a better look at it. And there's your February month. I also wanted to note that their lines for every month actually match the color of that month. And I really love that little detail. It's interesting and different. So I like that detail. All right, so let's look at the page layout that I picked here in February. Or actually, let's turn to the middle of the year because I feel like it's hard to see everything with the rings. There, they do have pretty big rings. I do feel like they could make their rings a little bit smaller for the size of the planner, just like I feel with ERIN CONDREN. But if you are a sticker person, then you will love having this huge ring. If you're not a sticker person, it might bother you because it is a really lightweight, compact planner, and I just feel like a little bit smaller ring for me would have been nice. Okay, so let's look at June is orange. Let's look at the weekly layout I picked. They have several weekly layouts you can pick. So, like I said, you can either go with colorful or neutral. Their neutral is all gray. Colorful gives you a different color for every month. I picked the hourly layout, which starts at 6 a.m. and takes you all the way to 8 p.m. They also have other vertical layouts without the hourly. They have horizontal layouts, and they even have a block layout. This is something to note. Since it is a little bit smaller of a planner, you have your Saturday and Sunday split. Now, some people, that may not work for you. So that's something to really take note of. Your Saturday and Sunday in the vertical design here, it is split and there's no room for notes because this is a smaller planner. It's 6 by 8. And now actually I didn't check and see how their 8.5 and 11 by 11 is done in this layout. That just came to my mind as I was talking about this. So that's something you could check on. If you want the 8.5 by 11, their layout might be different. You might get a whole Saturday and Sunday column. So that's something to check on. But Saturday and Sunday, you get 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. The same hours, it's just you only get 1 line per hour versus 2 lines per hour. So with your 2 lines per hour here, you can, of course, make 1 line the half hour if you want. So like 6 a.m. and then 7. That line in between could be 6:30 a.m. Okay, so I just want to go through all the month colors for you guys. This planner flips really well. It feels really well in hand. Feels so well made and really good quality. I am impressed by all of that. So far, my only quandary is that the months don't necessarily flow with the colors of the season or holidays. And you guys know I always mention that because I just like my planner to do that if it's colorful. And a little bit bigger ring, which I think could be smaller. But other than that, I am so impressed by this planner. Okay, February was lavender. March is a kind of berry pink. April is a coral. May is what I would call a red, but it's kind of a coral red. June is orange. July is a kind of mustard yellow. August is a lime green. September is a green. October is an aqua. November is a darker aqua. And December is a purple. Okay, now when you get to the end of this planner, I have added on 2 sections. They have add-ons, and I added on a to-do list section and a notes section. They have so many different add-ons you can choose from. They have bill trackers. They have, I can't think of them all now. I think they have like fitness or activity trackers. They have all kinds of add-on sections. And this is all right on the page where you're building your planner. It just goes down in step by step as you're building it. So I really like when you add on sections that they give you a really good divider, the same as the months, and they label it what that section is. I love that. I got a to-do list section because there's, you notice there's really no notes pages in between the months. I mean, you can use the dot grids, for sure, you can use that. And you have your birthdays, events, and things to remember page here, but you don't have any other note pages. Something else to mention, which I always like to point out, when my tab is not opening to my monthly view, that's something that I have to get used to. It's something that I would rather not have in a planner, and just for me, and it may not bother you at all, but when you open your month, you're not to your monthly view, you have your monthly page first, and then you flip to your monthly view. And there's the lines again where they've matched to the color of the month. I just love that. I love those different little details that planners add in. So I added on to-do list pages. So you get a big section, front and back of your page, of 4 to-do lists on each page. So you know you can use this for whatever you want. I liked that option. And then notes, just because there were no notes pages interspersed really in between, I got a notes page section. And that is just, they're dotted lines, and it's just lined front and back, and it says notes at the top. So those are the sections I added on. You can add on the add-ons for a little fee. And then the back cover matches the front cover. And I absolutely love this cover choice. And they have a lot of really pretty cover choices. So this is Purple Trail Planner, and I am completely impressed with them, to be honest, you guys. Every time I'm sent a new planner, you know, I'm not sure what I'm going to think of it, but for the price, this one was $36.95, but that's without my add-ons. I think those are a couple dollars each. I'm sure that would bring it up to about $40. But I think with the quality paper, quality cover, quality spiral, like everything on it is high quality. I am impressed by it, and I would recommend them to you if you guys like the layout and the colors and you find something that works for you. All right, guys, that wraps up my Purple Trail review today. Thanks for watching, and if you have used Purple Trail, I would love to hear about it down in the comments. All right, happy planning until next time. Bye-bye.